Now it is time for the first of our 3 Senior Max qualification heats. Heat 1, Groups A and B. Your grid is as follows. Jason Lockwood put it on pole position in the wet earlier on, but he's got to battle alongside fellow Brits from Dan Holland Racing, Charlie Turner in the 305. Reese Hunter will start on row number 2, and alongside him will be Poland's Jerzy Spinkowicz. And we've got Robin Knutsson and Julian Werteler on row 3 with Andreas Hebert, Vincent France, Mikkel Tiggelsen and Matilda Olsson rounding out the top 10. Teddy Clinton and Ilian Brunsels complete row number 6. Emily de Hoys, I think, will be alone on row number 7 because Titus Shanghai Schmidli, apparently his mechanic was working on the cart in the pre-grid, so that will put him to the back. Cameron Birdler, Una Oksanen round out row number 8, ahead of Patrick Rundqvist, Max Stemmerdink, Mario Sidler, Jopra Panje, Ehad Turka, Cesar Garzo starts all the way back on the outside of row 11 with Fabian Bock showing in 23rd position. So the red lights are back on the starting gantry to start our second of a total of 9 qualification heats, as they're being told to slow down as they head in. This is the formation lap, so we'll have 10 minutes on the timer set plus an additional lap to go, so they'll really have to slow things down. So Lockwood and Turner will be the pace setters. They're going to have to start getting into nap position now, which as they go past the line. Now this is, so Lockwood will have to have Turner alongside. Turner goes round to the outside of his fellow countryman. So now they're going to have to quickly get into formation now. Red lights on the starting gantry. They go into the tram lines. The Senior Max qualification heats get underway, and Turner goes round the outside of Lockwood and ends up forcing his way, gets wide as Hunter goes up the inside of the fellow Brit. Oh, we've had a bit of contact a little bit further down the order, and that has caused an absolute carambolage coming out of turn 4 there. So it was just at the lower part of the top 10, so everyone's scrabbling for positions. So I'm just keeping an eye on where Cesar Garzo and Ilian Brunsels are. Brunsels right down at the back of the pack, but meanwhile Lockwood's trying to fend off Reese Hunter in the treble 3, and Hunter's going to try and go up the inside of the KR Sport driver, but Charlie Turner absolutely steals it from his fellow Brit, going back into second position. Now he's on the hunt for Lockwood, as it's side by side. The 342 there was definitely, that's Julian Werteler from Germany, definitely in the mix, and it's coming nearly 3 abreast. Coming out of that corner, Werteler's on the Kart Republic chassis and has got Matilda Olsson, the current points leader and champion-elect, up in front, and Matilda Olsson has started to try and break away. What she needs to do is just calmly make sure she doesn't get involved in any incidents, any accidents, any possible problems a little bit later on, but I'm just keeping an eye on where, well, Cesar Garzo in the meantime has got up to 13th already, having started down on 22nd position, but the battle of the Brits is raging out front, with Lockwood being hounded by Turner, who nigh on bump drafts him and goes up the inside and takes the lead. What a move from Charlie Turner, and I think just gave Jason Lockwood about enough room, as Robin Knutsson now is in the top 4. He's ahead of Jerzy Spinkowicz, and what this is allowing is Matilda Olsson to come in. Oh, a little bit of contact between Knutsson and Spinkowicz. This is going to allow Olsson an opportunity here to get past the pair of them, possibly going through turn 3. Oh my goodness, Spinkowicz nearly bounces off the curbs up the inside of turn 2. Olsson tries to go up the inside of the Polish driver for the move to take 5th, but she had to back out of it. And just behind is Julian Werteler on the Kart Republic chassis, so he's in the mix for 7th. Meanwhile, Turner's trying to get away like a scolded cat from Lockwood and Reese Hunter. So it's a trio of Brits battling away as Hunter's got the inside run going into turn number 11. Does he make the move stick? Nice and clean from the Dan Holland Racing driver there. So Turner leads, Reese Hunter 2nd, Jason Lockwood now down into 3rd position at the moment. Robin Knutsson in 4th. Jerzy Spinkowicz in 5th, Matilda Olsson in 6th place, and just ahead of Julian Werteler from Germany. So running order at the moment, Turner, Reese Hunter, Jason Lockwood, Robin Knutsson, Jerzy Spinkowicz, Matilda Olsson, Werteler, Teddy Clinton, Mikkel Tiggelsen, Andreas Hebert and Emily de Hoys round out the top 11 ahead of Cesar Garzo from France, who's made his way up to 12th position. And we've got Berdler, Turka, Rundqvist, France, Schmidli, Rapagni, Brunseels all the way down in 19th position. Ahead of Sidler, Una Oxan and Fabian Bock, and it looks like Stemmerdink, that's Max Stemmerdink, ran at the back part of the order. As, well, Knutsson's going to make the move on Lockwood. He does, and he goes past his teammate at KR Sport. But Lockwood right on the back bumper of the Swede. As Matilda Olsson now up into 5th, has got past Josie Sprinkovits. As we've got 6 minutes and 40 plus an additional lap to go, and the lead is changing, hand over fist. Reese Hunter now takes it on the final corner from Charlie Turner. So Hunter, Turner, Knutsson, Lockwood, Olsson, Sprinkovits, Vertela, Clinton, Tiggelson and Hebert. As I tell you what, the main thing was Charlie Turner nearly went up the inside of Reese Hunter going into turn number 4, had to back out of it. So 6 minutes and 7 seconds plus an additional lap to go. It is a Brit 1-2 with another one in 4th, but not for much longer because Olsson's going to go for it and go side by side. Oh, a little bit of a tangle there between wheels, I think. Lockwood was trying to get back on the track, and the left. So the left, looks like the left front wheel of Lockwood's car touched the back rear of Olsson's. As Gazzo really fighting for pride here, but also for a stake in getting to one of the top, the podium. He's in with a chance of being on a podium on a European Championship level, and he's right on the back bumper. Looks like Mikkel Tiggelson in the minute. So Gazzo now is in the top 10 and is moving forward. Meanwhile, at the front of the field, Hunter now trying to break the toe and trying to break away from Charlie Turner, who's got Robin Knutsson. Then Matilda Olsson. Then we've got Josie Sprinkovits. Jason Lockwood now down into 7th ahead of Teddy Clinton on the 345. Tiggelson rounds out the top 8 ahead of Vertela. And no, hang on. I don't think it's Vertela. No, that's Gazor. That's Cesar Gazor that's now made it up into 9th and is moving forward. So the gap now between Hunter and Turner is just under half a second. But Turner's got to watch it now because he's got a pair of Swedes breathing down the back of his neck. One of them is Robin Knutsson, the other one is Matilda Olsson. Very close indeed. As they go through into turn 7, into turn 8, now into the right at turn 9 before the square left at turn 10. Then it's the short blast down to turn 11. So there is a definitive dry line on the circuit here at Pro-Kart Raceland in Wackersdorf. And we do have a penalty issued. There was one for Nikita Gens in the first heat earlier on today, and the 308 of Ilyan Brunseels has got a 5-second penalty for pushing. So that will drop him to square dead last as Knutsson and Olsson. Well, that was very close indeed. Knutsson had the momentum going past Charlie Turner for 2nd position into turn 3, and Olsson just trying to make sure that she does the right move at the right time. Did the sensible thing and backed out of going past with Knutsson, past Turner to demote the Brit down to 4th. He's in 3rd at the minute. Turner is one of multiple drivers that are definitely have in their sights in some respects, even though Charlie said to me before this race weekend that he's just here to enjoy a bit of racing. I tell you, and I have to agree with him here because he's definitely getting stuck in, but he's got to watch it because Olsson is now coming to close up to the number 305 from the UK, from Dan Holland Racing. She's got the toe going through turns 1 and 2 as Turner was trying to go up the inside of Knutsson to return the favour through turn 3, but Olsson's got past the Brit. Now up into 3rd position goes the 301 from Strawberry Racing, Matilda Olsson. And in the meantime, Josie Sprinkovits has been biding his time. What a lunge from Cesar Gazzo. Absolutely brilliant move up the inside of Mikkel Tiggelson. To take now what is, I think that's probably 8th, or is that 7th? No, that's 8th. So great move from Cesar Gazzo. But no, that is 8th because he is behind Teddy Clinton at the moment. The gap hasn't really been that far truncated by Knutsson, who's trying to close on Reese Hunter, but Hunter is pulling away to the tune of, well, he did a 50.811. He's just on a 50.855, but Knutsson has just on a 50.893. Olsson has got past her countryman. That's a great move. Carried the momentum through turn 3 and sent it up the inside nice and cleanly through turn 4. So now Olsson, we know how quick this driver is. She's proved it on multiple occasions. If anyone remembers last season's finale, despite having a broken knee, had a knee brace, she was the fastest over more qualifying heats than anybody else, and also the finals. So we know the pedigree that Matilda Olsson has. So it's just dependent on when we find out how close Matilda Olsson gets to Hunter in the 333. The gap was just over 8 tenths last time around. It's still 8 tenths, but Olsson has just put in the fastest lap of this race with 1 minute and 17 to go. She just put in a 50.625, over 2 tenths of a second quicker than Reese Hunter in the lead. So coming into the last 60 seconds plus an additional lap. So Olsson leads. Olsson is in second place behind the current leader, Reese Hunter. Robin Knutsson, Charlie Turner, Jerzy Sprinkovits, Teddy Clinton, and Cesar Garzo now round out the top 7. Ahead of Mikkel Tiggelsen, Andreas Herbert, and Julian Wertele, who is fighting in the mid part of the top 10 up until the latter part of this race. Schmidley in 11th, Lockwood down in 12th. What's happened to Jason Lockwood? He's not. He thrived in the wet and he's struggling in the dry. As Olsson now puts in a 50.999 at 99. That is a great lap. Another fastest lap, 2 in succession, and was over 2 tenths quicker than Reese Hunter. Now this is where it gets interesting. She's got, as I said earlier, Matilda Olsson definitely has been the person that's put everyone on notice. Last year she took 3rd in the title championship, with the championship going to her countryman that runs in TCR Scandinavia in the Audi RS3 LMS. And that is fellow Swede Hannes Morin. But she's closed. That gap is going to be less than 3 tenths by my reckoning as they come through turns 13 and 14. Last lap board it is. Will Olsson try to go for broke here? Because they might have just said at Strawberry Racing, keep it calm, keep it consistent, don't get into any trouble. And she's decided, I think, right, I want to close this championship in style. And she is less than half a kart length from Reese Hunter going through into turn 7, into the right at 8, now into the right at 9, into the left at 10. Olsson's going to have the toe here. Comes out the corner just as cleanly as Reese Hunter did. So it is the final lap, and Olsson's going to go for it. Is she going to try it? Well, she can't put it around the outside, but this is allowing Knutsson to come back into it. And she nearly forced the issue there on Reese Hunter. This is going to be a drag race. Is it going to be close? Oh, by about a kart length and a half. But by just over a tenth of a second. What a job by Reese Hunter. Started 3rd, finished winning this first heat for the Senior Max division. But what a drive from Matilda Olsson, as customary, from the Swede from Uppsala. Coming back from 10th to finish 2nd, with Robin Knutsson making it a Swedish 2-3. Charlie Turner still had a really good effort to finish in 4th place. Jerzy Sprinkovits rounded out the top 5 ahead of Teddy Clinton. What a great drive from the back of the grid from César Gazot from France, finishing down in 7th position. Mikkel Tiggelsen from KMS Europe, Andreas Heber from Dames Racing, and CS Racing's Titus Shanghai Schmidley rounding out the top 10. Julian Wertele from 42 Competition was 11th ahead of Ehad Turka. Jason Lockwood would cross the finish line in 13th. Vincent France, 14th ahead of Patrick Grunquist, Fabian Bock, Max Stemmerdick. Then you also had Bödler, De Hoys, Sidler, Oxan, and Brunsils. Had a 5-second penalty for pushing, putting him in 22nd, with Dante Rapagne rounding out the 23 strong.